Alright, so let's make some more here. Now sometimes it's easier just to draw these in and then move them in after the fact, especially for something like knees and elbows. And the thing that you have to know with the new Z-spheres is do not overuse Z-spheres. In other words, don't put Z-spheres too close together because they twist. We used to have to put them, technically on both sides of the joint, both sides of every other joint, because there is the ability to go back to that kind of thinking that's in right here. Use classical skinning, and you can see in classical skinning, what we used to have to work with is something like this. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. So much better, right? And you're seeing this thing up here, right here. If you hit A, I took the move tool and you can click and drag the move tool from one side to the other, from top to bottom. And you could technically get a read of the characters, uh, the heads of the character. It's kind of awkward at first because you have to kind of think of it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 4 spaces. 4 spaces. 4 spaces. So I can see the waist of the character should move up a little bit. And, unless I show you how to measure out the body, which, you can go to Google and type in 7 heads of a character. You can go to my website at houseoftutorials.net/Z flea market, and I got a books by Andrew Loomis which cover this topic. I will be showing them to you inside the classroom. Other than that, they exist on that houseoftutorials.net/Z flea market for the video. And they'll show you the exact measurements of the human. So, okay, see how I'm getting that thing now that's appearing. And it just happened. So you have to have to watch this area. Whenever 4 Z-spheres are connected to one Z-sphere, that's when you're going to get potential problems in your mesh. Okay, so you have to counteract them by not thinking about making a perfect biped, but just making a sculptable one. Okay, so in other words, this might be it might need to be taller. It might need to be rotated just a little bit more. Don't think about perfect, think about sculptable. I do like to keep an extra Z-sphere right about here, and then I'll pull that back some. Okay. This makes a great reference to the kneecap. And it kind of fixes the posture on things, because in this area it's just this bone rests against this bone. Um, it certainly isn't bent that way. Okay. I keep the feet really big because it's really easy to kind of manipulate them later. And now in the next video we'll cover hands, which are just fun. I'll just say fun. Alright, so in the next video we'll cover hands.